Hi Virgo, welcome to your Astrological New Year reading. This will be for March 21st, 2020 through to March 20th, 2021. But whenever this video finds you is when it was meant to. Before I get started with all my little housekeeping information, I've got this song, Freddie My Love, in my head. It's from Greece. It just popped into my head when I started pre-shuffling for your reading. So I don't know if that means something to someone, but I just felt guided to tell you that that was in my head. Just so you know, when I do my readings, well, when any psychic or medium does a reading, Spirit gives us our messages through our own frame of reference. Everybody's frame of reference is different. And because of that, I do use pronouns. I don't do that to isolate or alienate anyone. That's just my own personal frame of reference. So don't come at me, if I say he or she, it's just my own personal frame of reference, and that's just how spirit works, plain and simple. I do everything intuitively, from the decks that I use to how many cards that I use, everything. So, and I rarely read reversals. Excuse me, only if I'm, specifically guided to leave a card in reverse do I do so. So, with that being said, also there will be an extended reading on my Patreon if you want to head over there and subscribe. I'll put the link below. I'll also put the link below for booking a personal reading with me. These are general readings and they won't apply to everyone. So if you want a more specific personal reading, then I'll put the link to book those down below. I'm also using my Spiritual Coffee Oracle deck that I created. I've got, as of the time of this recording, I only have 4 decks left. But I'll put the link to my Etsy shop below as well. So let's go ahead. Oh, also, my dog always sits with me when I do my video readings. So if you hear something in the background, it's her. Just to let you know, she often barks in her sleep and she snores like a chainsaw. So just letting you know, it's not me. Okay, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Messages for Virgo, thank you. Opportunity. Now I'm going to get, let's grab this one. My Moonology deck. Message for Virgo, please. Thank you. Prosperity lies ahead. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some tarot, and then I'll clarify with a second tarot deck, and we'll see what we've got. Okay, messages for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, and Rising. See, there she is. Grunting and groaning. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Hanged Man, the 9 of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So now I'm going to grab some more tarot to clarify these with. Right away, as I'm looking at these, I'm just hearing that you're going to be getting some clarity on what it is that you want out of life in general, is what it feels like. I feel like it's just clarity, you know, all capital letters. Oh, sorry. Clarity in everything. It's like, yeah, I just feel like a lot of clarity and is coming to you. Okay, wow, I like what I see. The World. Wow, the Sun. These are fantastic, Virgo. Strength and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Let me tilt this down a bit. So good. Okay. Oh my gosh. Honestly, it just feels like so many blessings are going to be opening up to you and for you this year. Once you get clear, I feel like there's a catalyst of some sort that's going to happen, that's going to really once and for all give you clarity on what it is that you want. I feel like I just gotta, sorry, my throat is dry from recording these. It feels to me, honestly, it feels like in work, in personal life, it's just something happens and you just, it's like it's not really an epiphany, because I feel like, you know, you've got these two things that you've been aware of for quite some time, and something happens, something pushes you, and you have to just decide, okay, this is what I want. This is my boundary. This is what I want my life to look like. And then as soon as you make that decision, this happens. I feel like you've kind of been in a holding pattern for a while. You know, you've still been going through the motions. You've been working really hard, doing everything that you feel like you're supposed to do. You know, you work hard at your job, you work hard at your relationship or at home, and you do all the things, you know, quote, that you're supposed to do to have this life of milk and honey, and yet it's like you're fooling yourself. You know, you're what are you working hard for? Are you working hard to, it's almost like you're working hard to convince yourself that you're happy, that this is the life that you want. And then finally something happens and you realize, you know what am I doing? Like, I've got these, you know, it's like it's got something in the foreground here, like you've got something in your hand here, but there's this other wand over here. You know it's there. You know, it's been there for some time. And something happens to push you. This is the catalyst. And then it's like, okay, you know what? I want this one. What am I doing with this one? This is the one that I want. This is the one that I've been secretly reaching for and hoping for and trying to draw to me. This is the life that I want. And then as soon as you make that decision, it's like a switch. Look at, these are all kind of, the colors are all kind of muted and darker. And then you make that decision, this happens, and then boom, you've got blue sky and sunshine, literally the sun, and abundance. And you're living authentically. You're living the life that you were meant to live. This, honestly, I'm getting very, very excited about this. This is just absolutely fantastic. And I believe when I did the earth readings on my Instagram, it was very similar to this. It was all positive, and it was just the same kind of thing. It was a matter of once you had to get past this one thing. And as soon as you did, boom, everything changes. Prosperity lies ahead, opportunity. I mean, I don't really know what more there is to say. It's fantastic. This next year isn't going to be without its challenges. It feels like a challenge. There's a big one, and it's just, I feel like it's a matter of you just saying, you know what? No, this is what I want. And then boom, everything changes. It's really honestly beautiful. I can feel it. I can feel it in my chest. So fantastic. I mean, I don't know. There's really nothing more to say. I don't know what am I going to look into in the extended reading because, I mean, here's your happily ever after right there. But I'm going to end this here on this beautiful note. Thank you so much for the opportunity to connect with your higher self with this, and for listening to my grunting and groaning dog in the background. If you feel guided to do so, then please, I welcome you to head over to my Patreon and check that out. And please, I'd love if you subscribe to my channel as well. And I send this message to you with all kinds of love and blessings.